Authorities in Japan have begun evacuating people from outside the official exclusion zone near the crippled Fukushima nuclear power plant. As the evacuation zone widens, more details have emerged about the meltdown in the station's reactor number 1. Tokyo correspondent Mark Willesee joins me now. So, Mark, why is the exclusion zone being extended and how far does it now go?
Well, it's now just extending to 2 villages which are about 40 kilometres from the Fukushima number 1 reactor, the villages of Iidate and Kawamata. These villages will see, in the first tranche of evacuations, babies, toddlers, pregnant women shipped out of the communities. Others will follow, about 8,000 people in all. So the reason for this is because of high radiation readings that we've been getting at these 2 villages. In fact, authorities say that they could exceed the 20 millisieverts per year, which is the limit. So the fear is that because of wind power, these particular areas are getting a lot of radiation from Fukushima, and it's better to move them out. Although we've heard from some residents of these villages saying, look, we've been told all along that we'll be fine, there's no problem. So we're a bit alarmed that all of a sudden we're being told to ship out.
And Mark, it's now becoming clearer what exactly happened in the hours after the tsunami hit the Fukushima plant.
That's right. We're hearing now that it could have been the earthquake that did most of the damage, not the tsunami that slammed into the plant just minutes later. In fact, within 16 hours of the earthquake, we understand that the fuel rods in reactor number 1 were starting to melt. And we understand that those melted rods then settled at the bottom of the pressure vessel in the core of the actual reactor. So it's quite a serious situation, although TEPCO, the operator of the plant, is saying, look, this melted material, these melted rods, is covered with water. We're not seeing any elevated temperatures at this stage, so really please don't panic. But again, we've heard from TEPCO in the past that things were stable and looking up. They're not quite at that level at the moment. In fact, they're saying there are melted fuel rods.
And that radioactive watermark remains a major problem at the site. What are authorities doing about that?
That's right. They're pumping, I believe, about 8 tonnes of water just into reactor 1 alone every hour. So that gives you an idea with 4 reactors in question here that it's a lot of water being pumped in. That water then becomes radioactive. So what's happening now is a barge, a massive barge. It's 136 metres long, 46 metres wide, and it can contain 10,000 tonnes of water. It's being shipped up to Fukushima so that that radioactive water, that highly contaminated water, can then be pumped on board, get it out of the plant, and then they can pump some fresh water in to keep those reactors cool.
Mark, thank you.